Ever since we were little, we are already familiar with circles because circles are common shapes that we commonly see in our everyday lives. But what if we dig deeper to what really is a circle? Or how do we mathematically represent a circle? So that's why for today's video, I'm going to show you how I will mathematically represent a circle. So for today's video, I am going to use a certain circular object which is commonly used by many people nowadays. That is a double-sided tape. So this double-sided tape is circular in nature, and in order to express it in a mathematical way, we have to find out first its parts and its measurements. You're also going to utilize the forms of a circle, which could either be the standard form that can be expressed into equations, namely if the center is at the origin or if the center is not at the origin, and the general form. So what are we waiting for? Let's go! The first thing that we need to do is to find the measurements of our circular object. So we're going to measure this circular object in centimeters. We're going to use our ruler to measure our circular object. So there. Our diameter is 8.5. So this circular object has a diameter of 8.5 centimeters. We have already determined the measurements for our circular object. Our circular object has a diameter of 8.5 centimeters. So in order to get our radius, we have to divide our diameter into 2, which is why we have 4.25 centimeters as our radius. For this circle, we're going to use the standard form where the center is at the origin. So our equation would be x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Since we already have determined the measurements, we have to proceed to the given. Our given are the center, which is at the origin 0, 0, and our radius, which is 4.25 centimeters. In order to find our equation, we're going to proceed to the solution. So we're just going to substitute the value of our r into the equation. That will be x squared plus y squared is equal to 4.25 squared. 4.25 squared is equal to 18.0625. We're going to copy the rest of the equation and proceed to the next step. And there we have it, our final equation, which is x squared plus y squared is equal to 18.0625 centimeters. What I'm gonna do now is to graph my circle. I assume that each style is equal to 1 centimeter. What I did is that I started at the center, which is at the origin, and counted 4.25 to all directions. After I have determined the points in my circle, I have drawn my circle. I make sure that I counted 4.25 in all directions, because if it's not, then it is not a mathematical representation of our circular object. There you have it. That's how I mathematically represent a certain circular object. Thank you for watching and see you next time.